Hey, bestie. Have you ever lost the two people you love most in the world at the exact same time? One is the partner you promised to build your future with, and the other is the best friend who has shared every secret since you were a child. What would you do if you found out just days before your wedding that they were secretly plotting to destroy your life from the inside out? Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a girl named Lily, whose journey began with tears, but ended with a triumph nobody saw coming. My name is Lily, and people used to say I was the very picture of luck. A good job, a loving family, and Mark. Mark was my everything. His smile was the color in my world, his arms the safest place on earth. And then there was Jessica. She was more than a friend. She was the sister of my heart. Our laughter had echoed through school hallways and quiet coffee shops. I told her my dreams about Mark first. She was always so happy for me. That's why I chose her, of course, to be my maid of honor, the one person who would stand beside me on the most important day of my life. Our wedding. It was supposed to be a dream for all three of us. A beautiful ceremony at the garden chateau, surrounded by flowers and fairy lights, a testament to our love. Every penny we had was tied up in non-refundable deposits. But it didn't matter. It was a once-in-a-lifetime event. 6 days before the wedding. It was a rainy night with droplets tracing paths down the window pane. Mark was in the shower. His phone buzzed on the table, the screen lighting up with a name. Jay. I smiled to myself. It must be Jessica, probably texting about how excited she was for the wedding. I picked up the phone. My fingers typed in the passcode automatically. Mark trusted me. He had no secrets to hide from me, or so I thought. But the secret was right there. Not just one message, but months of them. Photos, plans. Jay, Mark, I can't wait until you and Lily are married, so you can start taking your fake business trips to come see me. Mark, baby, me too. Every time I see her trusting face, I get more excited for our future. We'll build our own life with her money. She'll never suspect a thing. Jay, she's so naive. She'll believe anything I tell her. I'm her best friend after all. The air in the room refused to enter my lungs. I couldn't make a sound. My world started to crumble from my feet up. The two people I loved most, they weren't just stabbing me in the back. They were ripping my heart out of my chest and stomping on it right before my eyes. That night, I drove to the river. The rain mixed with my tears as they streamed down my face. I screamed. I punched the steering wheel, letting out all the rage, all the pain. I felt a darkness so deep I thought about ending it all. But then a different thought pushed through the despair. Why should I be the one to disappear? I did nothing wrong. The only things that should die here are their guilty consciences. My tears are too precious for them. I drove back home. I stood in front of the mirror, looking at my tear-stained reflection, and behind it, I saw the faint image of a new woman. Harder, colder, and absolutely determined. I was done crying. I was ready for revenge. I wasn't going to cancel the wedding. I wouldn't let my money, my time, my dreams go to waste for them. I would turn this wedding into their own personal hell. I picked up my phone. The first call I made was to the first name on my guest list. One by one, I called every single person. I controlled my shaking voice and told them the entire ugly truth. Everyone was shocked, horrified. But they all stood with me. Lily, we're here for you. Whatever you're planning, we'll support you. Their words were like medicine to my soul. I called the venue. The manager knew something was wrong just from the sound of my voice. When I told him the story, he simply asked, "Miss Lily, what can we do for you?" I explained my new plan. And finally, I called my lawyer. On the day of the wedding, the garden chateau looked more beautiful than ever. But instead of joy, the air was thick with a silent, simmering anticipation. Mark and Jessica, blissfully unaware, were radiant, glowing with the thrill of their almost perfect victory. When the officiant announced, "And now, please welcome our bride, Lily," I walked down the aisle in my beautiful white dress, completely alone. Mark's smile faltered. "Lily, where's your father?" I didn't look at him. I looked at our guests, and I took the microphone. "I'm sorry, everyone. It seems we'll have to start today without a groom. Because, as it turns out, the man I was supposed to marry has run off with my maid of honor. As I spoke those words, a giant screen behind me lit up with their text messages, their photos, their plans for everyone to see. A wave of gasps and murmurs swept through the crowd. Mark and Jessica froze, like statues of shame. I continued. But please, don't worry. This wedding is not canceled. Today is no longer my wedding day. It is my Independence Day, the first day of my new life. And since all this love and money shouldn't go to waste, I'm turning this event into a charity gala for the Fresh Start Foundation, a group that helps women who, like me, are recovering from heartbreak and betrayal. At that moment, my lawyer walked through the doors and handed a stack of documents to Mark and Jessica. And one last thing, here is my wedding gift to my ex-fiancé and my ex-best friend. These are the legal documents proving that I paid for this entire event myself, and a lawsuit to recover every single dollar they conspired to steal from me. I looked at Mark and Jessica. Their faces were a cocktail of shock, humiliation, and pure terror. I placed the microphone down, bowed to my guests, and walked out of that hall with my head held high. Behind me, I could hear the sound of thunderous applause, cheering for my new beginning. I wasn't crying anymore, because for the first time, I truly felt like a queen. Oh my God. Bestie, I literally held my breath. This story, it just hits you right in the soul. We can all feel Lily's pain. The feeling of being betrayed by the two people you trust the most. How terrifying is that? But her revenge, it was pure art. She didn't scream or yell. She channeled her pain into power. She turned her heartbreak into something positive that could help others. And that final move, with the lawyer and the lawsuit, a total checkmate. That is how you win the game. I am so incredibly proud of Lily. What do you think, bestie? Could you have been as calm and calculated in your revenge as Lily was? Or would you have just canceled the whole thing? Spill all the tea in the comments below.